Welcome everybody, this is Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy with a spicy chicken sandwich review. Today we have the two versions of a spicy sandwich from a place much heralded and famous almost exclusively for chicken. I'm talking, of course, about Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, KFC. These chicken sandwiches are not one of their very, very classic items. The bucket of chicken, I think, is what they're best known for. They're doing chicken wings and tenders for quite a while now. And they have had sandwiches on the menu now for a while as well. But Colonel Sanders made his name and his fortune frying chicken with his own recipe. He rose through the ranks from a private all the way to a colonel based strictly on the strength of his chicken recipe. So this is a place where the chicken comes in number one, and they have turned it into sandwich form. So we have two styles. We've got the Nashville, Tennessee hot style, and the Buffalo style. So these are two regional spicy chicken variations, very famous in the United States for their own particular spice blends and spice profiles. So, I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna compare them, see how they are. They both had 2 flames on the spice-o-meter at the restaurant on the menu. I'm curious to see if one of them is hotter than the other, or if they really are both a double flame. Typically, I would expect Nashville hot maybe to be a little hotter than Buffalo, but I don't know how they do it at KFC. This is a Tennessee and a New York style of chicken done at a Kentucky style fried chicken restaurant. So we're going to have to see what their Kentucky fried interpretation of it is. As always, we're going to be looking at the sandwiches based on overall construction, quality of the chicken, how well it's fried, the spice level, how the condiments add or detract from the quality of the sandwich. My general impression as a general chicken sandwich. And I'm just going to have to see how they stack up to each other and how they stack up against the rest of the fried chicken sandwiches at various fast food places. For a place that built its reputation and its entire brand around fried chicken, you would hope that they are trying to do this well. So I'm going to open up both of them at the same time, and we'll just visually compare how they look, and then I'll bite into them and I'll tell you what I think. So I'm going to open up the Buffalo chicken sandwich here. So this is, look at that. Yep, it smells like buffalo sauce. You get that vinegary zip. There is a solid amount of buffalo sauce on here, as well as mayo and pickle on the bottom, it looks like. So definitely not shortchanged on the sauce there. Very basic preparation. The pickle, the mayo, buffalo sauce. And over here on the Tennessee hot, oh yeah, you can see that is also pickle, mayo, and then the Tennessee spice on there. One difference you'll notice with the Tennessee spice is there's a little more granular cayenne pepper powder on there, and the buffalo is more of a smoother sauce. So I'm gonna take a bite and just get my napkins ready, because these are pretty sausalicious sandwiches here from what I can tell. I'm gonna start with the buffalo and just kind of see how it goes. Veritably doused in sauce, this sandwich. I'm going to take one more bite. Well, as you might expect from a KFC, the fry on the chicken is excellent. It's crispy. It's juicy. There's some crunch. This thing, a little bit oversauced. But that being said, the buffalo is it's got that nice tangy, sharp zip to it that a buffalo sauce should have. The pickle and the mayo go well. I mean, there's, dare I say, a little too much mayo on this sandwich. I'm just gonna, because of that, I'm gonna take a little piece of chicken off the edge here and just try to bite the buffalo by itself and get a good sample. It's not overly spicy. Maybe not as spicy as a typical buffalo sauce might be, so you might take that into consideration. It is distinctly that buffalo vinegary, peppery zip. It's pretty good. You know, chicken's good, sauce is good and plentiful. Pickles go well with it. So, a nice buffalo chicken sandwich for those who may be looking for a mid-level spice. Out of 1,000, I would probably call this, you know, right in that 400 to 500 range out of 1,000 spice. So there we go. And I'm gonna try the Tennessee hot now, and we're just gonna see how they compare with one another. This one again, very, very generous with the sauce portions on here, and quite a lot of mayo on the bottom. So the heat level on this is maybe not as immediate as on the buffalo, but I think it does build up a little bit more. I'm waiting a few seconds here, and that aroma kind of gets you with the Tennessee hot. It's a little more fragrant, I guess you might say. Less of a vinegary zip, and more of the powdered chili and spice blend kind of soaking in to your palate a little bit more. I think that it is also maybe not as hot as a traditional Nashville hot chicken sandwich might be. Typically those have some real kick to them. I don't know. You know, out of 1,000, maybe this is just solid 500, maybe a little more. They're not substantially different in spice. I'd say the 2-flame spice level on the spice-o-meter there is probably accurate here. These are not 3-flame sandwiches, let alone a four out of 5. So I would say they are somewhat spicy, but they are not incredibly hot. I think an average fan of spice could handle these well, and someone who's looking to experiment with a little more heat than they have been could delve into these sandwiches. The pickles and mayo go well. I think the mayo is a nice counterbalance to the heat in a way, and the pickle is just really good on a spicy fried chicken sandwich. So in terms of the chicken, that's top fast food fried chicken right there. I would expect nothing less from KFC. The sauces, while good and recognizable as the variants that they claim to be, being the Nashville Tennessee hot and the Buffalo style, don't necessarily hold true to the heat level of those sauces when you take into account what you might get in one of those cities, or even at a very traditional place known for serving these types of sauce chickens. I think the heat level is not quite as high as it could have been. I think they could have taken that up to 2.5 flames, maybe even a 3 flamer. But this is a mass market nationwide chicken. I'm here in the Midwest where people are not known for diving face first into bowls of spicy food, so it's maybe reasonable that on a national level they would bring the heat down a little bit. Overall quality of the sandwich, though, is quite high. The condiments are just enough to kind of balance out some of the other features. The pickle balances the greasiness of the chicken. The mayo balances the heat of the spice a little bit. The buns are nicely, lightly toasted. Everything about this sandwich is done in a pretty good way. I would say that it isn't mind-blowingly good, but it is very good. And I would say I probably prefer the Nashville sandwich. Just as a personal preference, I think that more chili heat and less vinegary heat is maybe my personal preference. But if you prefer more of a vinegary zip to your hot sauces, you're probably going to prefer the buffalo. In terms of an overall ranking, I would rank them kind of in the mid-8 range. I mean, they're quite good. I think I would say I'd probably put them, 8.4 would be where I would put them. Maybe 8.3 to 8.5. I don't want to nail it down. They're two slightly different sandwiches, and my personal preferences are definitely coming into play here. And the only qualm I have is that the expectation for those two spice levels was a little bit higher. These are the spiciest things on the menu according to their heatometer graphics, and I think they could take it up a notch. I think they could go to a level 3 with one of these and just really make it hot. But overall, would I recommend these? Yeah, I'd recommend them. I think if you like spicy chicken, whether you like Nashville, whether you like buffalo, you could probably go with either one of these. And I think you would be satisfied by the sandwich and the overall quality of the product. I don't have too much more to say about these sandwiches. I hope you're enjoying the chicken sandwich reviews. Give me a like if you are, and subscribe if you'd like to see more chicken sandwich reviews. I'm still seeking out some spicy chicken sandwiches out there, so if there's a spicy chicken sandwich that you know of that you think I should review, please let me know down in the comments. And I think that's all I've got to say for KFC. I definitely would say these are pretty good fast food representations for these two styles, though they don't quite hit it on the head. So, that being said, I'm going to sign off. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope to see you next time, and I just want to remind everybody as the weather gets colder to keep it spicy out there.